Hi, this is Dale O'Shields, pastor of Church of the Redeemer in Gaithersburg, Maryland. Thank you for joining me for our devotional time today, and I hope these are a blessing in your life. Hope you're being encouraged by them. Also would encourage you to share them with others that might need them. We're talking this week about the power of hope. This is a very important word, just that simple word, H-O-P-E, hope. Putting our hope in God, finding God as being the source of hope for our lives. And there are many times that we especially need that hope. And one of those times is when we've been maybe battling with a long-term, maybe bondage in our life or struggle with our life or something that we can't seem to overcome that is personal to us. It might be an issue of your character. It might be a habit that you're trying to break. It might be some, if you will, some disability in terms of your capacity to do something that you would like to be able to do, but you can't seem to get past a limitation in your life. And I want you to have hope for those moments. There's a story in John chapter 5, a great story of Jesus coming to a place called the Pool of Bethesda in Jerusalem. And there by the Pool of Bethesda, the Bible says as he came that day, there were lots of people lying around who were sick because they wanted to get in the pool. They believed that getting into the pool would provide healing for them. And so there's one particular man that is brought to our attention in the story because Jesus approached him. And it was a man who had been sick or actually infirm or lame, paralyzed actually, for 38 long years. Think about that. Almost 4 decades this man had been paralyzed. And Jesus started by asking him a question. He said, "Do you want to get well?" I've pondered that question from time to time. Why would Jesus ask someone who is sick, lying by a pool that is supposed to represent healing, why would he ask him the question, "Do you want to get well?" I believe part of the reason, if not the entire reason, that Jesus asked him the question was because this man had grown hopeless. That for 4 decades, for almost 40 years, he had spent wondering could he ever get well. In fact, in his response to the question, he said, "Well, sir, I've tried to get in the water many times, but other people get ahead of me." And basically he's saying, "I've just lost hope that this is ever going to get any better." And there in that moment, Jesus spoke to him and said, "Rise, take up your bed and walk." And there in what seemed to be a long-term, hopeless situation, Jesus brought breakthrough. And I want you to know that in your life, whatever you're facing that's been a long-term situation, it's never too long for God. That is, it's never been too long that God can't even now step in and do something for you. So don't give up. Hear the words of Jesus today. Do you want to get well? If you want to, God can help you turn a corner in your life. He can speak those words to you, rise and walk, and there can be a change in your circumstance. Let me encourage you, hold on to hope.